Good evening, friends, and a very warm welcome to this special opportunity, and we call it Business Opportunity Over Chai. Business Opportunity Over Chai is a special series that is organized and presented by the management team of Franchise India, our group people who are Mr. Gaurav Maurya, the chairman of Franchise India Group, and Ms. Sonia Chaudhary, MD Franchise India Brands. Franchise India has been into existence for past 25 years, where we have helped millions of people like you to explore the business opportunities for themselves. Because picking up a business becomes a complete process, and a lot of people that we really meet, they when we ask them, what business do you want to do? And probably what we get an answer is probably one business, which is maybe an F&B business or something. And the next question that we ask them is why? Why do you want to get into this business? The answer that we get is because one of my family member is doing it. The second person we ask, what business do you want to do it? What business do you want to do? And the answer that we get is we want to do this business. The question that we ask him again is why? One of my friend is doing it. So friends, typically what happens is when you're picking up a business, it's absolutely inclined towards a two-part, which is friends or family. And this is where a lot of people really become a fool, because every business is not for everyone. So Franchise India has really helped millions of people like you to pick up the right business opportunity. And there is a 4-stage methodology that we follow: strategic, operational, market, and financial. A 4-stage fitment that we go, and we go with this 4-stage fitment with 25-pointer evaluation. Before we suggest you or recommend you to start a business, we do a 25-pointer evaluation. If your score in this evaluation is more than 20, then only we suggest you, let's go with this business or this brand. However, if your score is less than 15, we don't recommend you. We recommend you to probably do a re-engineering about your business opportunity. And till the time you don't score anything above 20, it is absolutely not recommended. So friends, once again, a very warm welcome to this special edition at 12 o'clock, Business Opportunity Over Chai. And we do it every day to explore and help you sitting at home talking about the new business opportunities. So today in the panel, I also have Ms. Neha Gaur. Ms. Neha Gaur is a specialist, as a do-your-own-business specialist who can help people really pick up the right business. And as a brand, today we're going to talk about the legacy of the brand, which is coming from the fashion industry. A fashion and interior designing college from Hyderabad, investment starting as low as 35 lakhs, and the area requirement would be 4,000 square feet. A brand which is ISO certified, a brand which has a legacy, because we know fashion is something which has become an inspiration to a lot of people. So here we bring you National Institute of Fashion Design. the best fashion design college at Nallakunta, Hyderabad, and has been a leader in creative design education in Hyderabad since 2012. Today, they are looking for expansion and exploring of art and design, which has become an essential part of the life, and especially now when people are really inclined towards picking up this as a profession. So friends, let's invite Mr. Yadav, who is the founder of this brand itself, and explain us about the business opportunity. So Mr. Yadav, a very warm welcome, and for the benefit of the audience, isko hum thoda English mein rakhenge. Hindi and English will keep it so that maximum audience ko samajh mein aa jaye. Lekin before we start our presentation, I would like to ask you, Mr. Yadav, how did this story came to you? How did this really came to you? Kahan se ye idea aaya ki aapko ye business shuru karna chahiye? Over to you, sir.
Okay, good morning, one and all, across the panel. I'm happy to present the NIFD at this webinar. So I said, as you said, see the intention and the thought process to be started the franchisee of the fashion designing program through NIFD. The NIFD has said it was started in 2012. Before starting in a fashion designing program, so we are done a research, especially into South Telugu states. So in Telugu state, and especially in South India, there was a demand of only the commerce, mathematics, engineering, and science and other programs, where really those most of the women, especially youngsters, want to get into the designing profession. But unfortunately, there are no qualified and certified institution in South State. So we realized for core members and all the panel members, so to start in a French fashion designing program, which is diploma level and degree level and post-graduation level. And after such a 10 years experience, we are also started now interior designing and photography and graphic designing.
Wonderful. Sounds promising, Mr. Yadav. And now, friends, you can please also use the Q&A box, which is just down below. Use the Q&A box below. After the formal presentation and understanding the business opportunity, we will pick up all your questions one by one. And my friend Neha would really help on that. Over to you. And I think we can go for the presentation now. Thank you.
Is this visible now?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
It's clear.
Yes, Mr. Yadav, you can start now.
Hello?
Yes.
So is it audible?
Yes, it is audible. Very much.
Okay. So as NIFD is started at Hyderabad, central of the city. At present, the brand is operating two units. One is at Nallakunta, the second is Dilshuk Nagar, which is a co-education campus, whereas Nallakunta is exclusive for women's campus.
Mr. Yadav, just keep on saying next whenever you want the slide to be changed.
Okay, okay. I thought Neha madam is going to be present this PPT. I thought of answering the queries of
Neha, we can go next, please.
Neha madam. Neha madam, next slide.
Neha, can we go next, please?
Yeah, I have changed 3 slides.
No, it's not moving, Neha.
Okay, it's on first.
Yes, it is on first.
Okay. Is it moving now?
No, do stop sharing and try again. Maybe some. Okay. So friends, in the meantime, the presentation is bringing up, I must tell you, as we were talking, that picking up a business is a complete process, and Franchise India has really mastered on that part. So I was talking about typical, 4 fitment: strategic, operational, market, and financial. So where S, strategic, would mean your experience. What is their experience? What is their interest? O would mean operational, how much time you can give to this business. Yes, it's moving now. Yeah, we can go.
Okay.
You can go to the second slide, please. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry for interrupting, sir. As said, coming to the National Institute of Fashion Designing, it's operating two units at present at Hyderabad. One is at Nallakunta and the second unit at Dilshuk Nagar. So we are into the fashion education past 12 years. During the past 12 years, we found the importance, demand of the fashion education day to day. What is the impact it is making the employment opportunities, how the students are getting placed into the fashion education, and coming to the importance of fashion education. So after the completion of course, so what benefits students are getting in the form of placements of private side and the government side, as well self entrepreneur freelancer. So day to day it is getting increased past 12 years. So now we decided to be expand our brand through especially into South India. Coming to this, NIFD is a trademark holder for 20 years. Then we are and affiliated with the state and the central government boards and universities. So, especially into there are some programs are SSC sector skill approved programs. Their programs are state government approved program. There are some certain program of central government programs approved by the central government. So every year we do conduct after completion of the course, we do conduct the fashion shows to encourage the students what skills they are learned during this education. So it is a time for them to prove what presentation they have done during the education. So the fashion designing, fashion shows, and it gives an opportunity to the students to showcase their their skills. So coming to myself, Ramu Yadav, I have completed in MBA and also in Master of Tourism Management. I am specialized in the diploma in management. Then I worked in government sector as an associate professor for almost 8 years. Later, we realized to be startup and especially hospitality and fashion designing programs. We are traveling with the hospitality segment as well as the fashion. So out of this fashion, NIFD is one of the unit to which we are offering the fashion designing and interior designing and photography and graphic designing programs. So at present, through the franchise concept, we are introduce the programs coming to the fashion designing, diploma in fashion design, which is 1 year program where student is completed after the completion of 10th and 12th. The student can opt this program, which is 1 year program. At present, this program is offered very affordable fee. So normally, the coming to the second program is called Advanced Diploma in Fashion Design, which is offered to the +2 passed out students. Whereas the PG Diploma in Fashion Designing, this is a good program for all the graduates, those who have completed the graduation like BA, BCom, BTech, and not getting an opportunity to get into this employment scope. So this is an PG Diploma in Fashion Designing program is a 12 months program. Really, after completion of this program, the graduates are getting then a very good opportunities. Whereas certification program for 6 months. Coming to the interior designing, and we have 3 levels of program of 10th based and 12th based and graduation based. And coming to the photography, we have only one program is called Diploma in Photography. Then so far, our students have got placed past 1 decade. So various brand like Kalanjali, Zara, Lensol, so many brands. Reliance Digitals now Unlimited, BlackBerry company. So other than this, our students are working for Skill India as a trainers. So there are some people are working as art and craft teachers in the government, recruited by the government of Telangana as well, government of AP. So they're also working for the various government skill development projects as a trainers, as a mentors, and also they're working with the various fashion design boutiques as a boutique managers and also. And these are the news coverages. So far, we done a fashion shows and workshops as well, career guidance program through the print media. Sir, next. So whereas the career opportunity with the NIFD, those who have completed a fashion designing program, the students are able to get an opportunity into the as well as they can start their career as a fashion designer, fashion consultant with brands, and garment technologist, textile designer, fashion illustrator, pattern maker, stylist, fashion buyers, studio managers, and also they are work assistant, fashion designer, photography, freelancer. They're also getting an opportunity, very good opportunity nowadays. Day to day, the demand is increasing for the e-commerce companies. They're also getting in a very good opportunities, content developers and brand promoters in the e-commerce companies. And also, if they're good at content development, they're also getting an opportunity as a fashion blogger, fashion journalist, fashion photography. All these opportunities after completion of these programs. Madam Nehaji. So why do you want take the opportunity or a franchise with NIFD means? So far in market there are some competitive brands are running in a franchisee concept. Before we launching our brand into franchisee system, so we have done a very good research with the various brands, what they're offering, what kind of support is giving to the investor. So this is the biggest challenge. So taking an franchisee is an easy task, but operating the institution day to day, what do you call operations, marketing, development, execution, all this is going to be very difficult. So NIFD is made a simplified formula to anyone who who is interested to run the institution. If they have a basic knowledge, this help of this mechanism, they can operate the institution with a smooth operations. So without any troubles. So coming to the main why do you want to work with the NIFD? First of all, the NIFD is having an amazing affiliations, state and central. So brand is supporting an affiliation, whereas other brands are not giving this opportunity. So brand is taking a responsibility to give the brand along with the state and central government affiliation to all the institutions, so that students will get in a very good recognized diploma. Tomorrow they can get into private and private sector and government sector. If somebody wish to start in a own studios, they can get in a loans through MSME. If the program's certificate is approved by the central government or state government, normally nowadays we call them as SSC, Sector Skills Council program. Students are getting an opportunity to get an MSME loans. Coming to the second point, the affordable fee structure to get an opportunity of the rural, semi-urban students as well an urban student with the quality of education with the affordable fee structure. Compared with some brands, we are designed a fee structure 60 to 70% with competitive world. Coming to the students, those are financial weaker section, we also provide them in a scholarship by conducting various merit scholarship tests through academic scholarship tests. So we are encouraging the students of urban, semi-urban, rural, and cities. And the programs of NIFD, large portfolio programs. So whereas fashion, you have 4 options, interior 3 programs, and photography. And also shortly we are introducing the graphic designing program. And also NIFD is an add-on with a boutique, which is a fashion studio. During the college itself, the students is able to identify the demand of the client, what kind of client we're expecting, what client is expecting at designing studio. So what competitive market is offered price. So everything they're able to grab at institution level, so that they're developing the seriousness towards a program. So this is an opportunity to the investor. Through the studio, we can also get revenue, and also it is an opportunity to the student to observe the operations at college level. Coming to this method of teaching and learning process would be learning via individual and group projects, assigning day-to-day and quarterly and half-yearly through some fashion shows and internal fashion shows, and also the outdoor projects. Madam, market landscape nowadays is a larger scale of scope for the especially into the designing programs like fashion, so apparel industry, now the government of Pan India, the Ministry of an Apparel Industry is a $5 million industry. Expected in 5 years, it is going to be $108 million industry. So at present, directly, indirectly, 60 lakh students are get placed through this market scope. Madam, next slide. This is go day to day how the fashion designing apparel industry day to day. The what is the contribution of GDP of development of fashion industry, apparel industry, the day to the brands how they're increasing, because the day to day fashion is going to be the key role for irrespective of the vacation, occasion, and any kind of activity, weddings, all the activities, all the functions and celebrities, and the day-to-day demand is increasing of the both production and designing side. Actually, value proposition for the partners. So in India, we have a lot of an opportunity. Brand strength, we have very good brand strength. National Institute of Fashion Designing is a leader of fashion institution at present in South India, which is an offering of fashion designing, interior designing, graphic designing, photography. These 4 programs are evergreen programs. It is a larger scale profitable programs, and day to day the students are showing more interest to take up this kind of programs. Coming to the successful operation for the almost a decade, we learned many lessons through via our experience. So whatever the struggles we have faced past 12 years, we made it as a simplified through the ERP. Through ERP, the institution owner can operate the institution and a single point of contact. And coming to the partners benefits, so we are are ready to support end-to-end technology, end-to-end support in marketing, and we're also ready to support to hiring the manpower, sometimes guiding the your internal manpower. All this support will be there from brand side. Madam, next slide. So what the SWOT analysis of the NIFD? So strength is as successfully operating since almost a decade. So larger portfolio programs, right? Technology driven programs from our end. So an opportunity, growth, demand, marketing for the quality education, especially fashion industry, strongly double digit growth day to day. You can expect it in past 2 expected in 2 years. Sorry. The weakness. So we wish to develop the programs, development of the program through the TOTs, training of trainees, and always we want to strengthen our investor franchisee to operate without any struggle. So we want to always extend our support through the end-to-end technology. Sir, thank you. These are the key points. Why do you want work with the NIFD? So easy credibility, the decades of experience of successfully operations, and operations ensuring the institution promises a larger scale of experience and profit motto. Then marketing trends, and especially into the current scenario, growing market and day to day, and increasing the opportunity for the fashion students, and the competitive world is very good at present. Fashion side and the affordable fee structure we are giving competitive with the market, and the investment is start from 35 lakhs to up to 50 lakhs, depend on the city size. It is if it is a district or a smaller city, they can start with the 35 lakhs, even though lesser than that in a setup cost. And competition, there are some brands are giving square feet is required very less, but whereas NIFD is decided the minimum square feet to operate the institution in an effective manner. So where students really get an opportunity to take practical and theoretical presentation, all this through this program, and return of investment also down the line 12 months to 2 years, the investor can get the return of investment. So brand strength is very good because we are the only one brand pan India, which is having a national level brand, National Institute of Fashion Designing. We have a trademark registration of brand. So business model is very good, as we discussed in the early slides also. Again, coming to the next slide, madam. So reason to investment. Why do you want reason to investment at the fashion education side? Because as again we discussing, because you have very good in accreditation and affiliation, both for national and state level. Coming to end-to-end support through ERP, we are supporting our franchisor to operate easy way without having any struggle. So franchisee is having an opportunity of multi-level of revenue streams. That is through the courses they can earn money, and also retail sales like through the fashion studio. The syllabus is we designed whatever the government national level and state level, the government competitive authorities has given a syllabus. In addition to the syllabus, we also add in our syllabus based on the industry based demands. So what the responsibility franchisee, what franchisees and having an opportunity, find a responsibility of franchisee, investment, ownership, rental expenses, HR expenses, utility bills, operation, local marketing, maintenance, loyalty to the brand, net profit to the franchisee, and franchisee having an opportunity. If anybody wish to take up the entire state franchisee, they have an option. It's called a master franchisee, and also they can go for a single unit of franchisee. If somebody want to start up to multiple locations with the same brand, they also have an opportunity of multi franchisee levels. Madam. So this is what the master franchisee having a benefit. So MFF opportunity closer to 10 centers potential, each cluster to be have a only area of master franchise partners, and this is start brand fee as we discussed in the early slide, start from 35 lakhs to almost 1 CR. They can operate an institution at least one by the owner, and the partners gets an 50% of the brand fee each center if they sign up with the sub centers. So collect the shares royalty with the NIFD ratio 70% to the brand, 25% to the this master franchise. So this is the actually rollout plan for where exactly you have a lot of opportunity to increase your centers. So western, northern, eastern, and south. Especially we targeted to this academic year south states. So this is a business model. So we would share you with all the investors. You can go through it. What kind of profit? How do you get profit? What model we are implementing? So what brand is supporting? And what would be the franchisee of royalty? We are not much focused of the only the get the profits from the franchise. We are our motto is to make and strength this brand available in all the states. So at affordable fee structure to all the students and good placement record as well compared with all other institution. Students should exit with the institution with a happy mode with a value of training cost. Madam, next. What we support to the all the investor asset franchisee setup will take care of. We come and visit your location where do you want startup institution. We'll see the feasibility whether it is viable to the students, whether it is a prime location or not. If it is done, then we'll see the responsibility of to set up entire institution outfit and complete interior, outdoor, exterior. All this will make our from our side, and affiliation with if it is a state wise, central wise, both will take care of the legal affiliation process from brand side, and vendor types will give you to have an instant solution to the all the investors. Marketing will be always from centralized marketing via digital, sometimes to TV show programs, live programs, and print media. From our side, sponsored ads will be done to all the investors, and operation will be easy through the operation manual we provide to all the investors, and ERP, which is having almost 25 modules from end to end, from starting inquiries to final balance sheet. So that means so they can take the admission through this ERP easy, day-to-day tracking of admission process, day-to-day curriculum execution, what kind of syllabus we are implementing, what kind of training is taking place, and what type of difficulties students is facing. So end to end, we can go through this ERP. ERP is going to be helpful them to making the financial records, expenses, investments, and all this through this ERP is going to be single point of contact at fingerprint. And coming to this ongoing management support and hiring support will be done from at operation level, and curriculum will be always detailed course material, structure, micro lesson plan we provide to all the investors, and certificates, whether it is a diploma program, PG diploma, certificate program, the examination, execution, all this will be done from our side. Only the investor is just to look after the operations, and R&D will be always taking place day to day. The depend on the marketing strategy, and placement and internship will be done from our side. Thank you, sir. Gupta ji. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you very much, Mr. Yadav. It was so fantastic to look at your presentation. And now we also have been joined by MD, Ms. Sonia Chaudhary, who will be more than happy to pick up questions from you. And friends, please use the Q&A box. We are open for question and answers now. Over to you, ma'am, please.
Thank you, Ramuji, for this quick presentation. And friends, I'll quickly give a synopsis of the presentation and the financial business model. Any questions that you have on the same, start using the Q&A box. I'll be happy to read your name and also the city of your interest and take your questions. And as I do that, I'll also mention that we would love to speak to anybody who wants to speak offline, one-to-one, for a deeper understanding of the business model, any serious prospects. There's a detailed financial model, unit economics, which has been calculated and worked upon by us based on the current locations which are running. So anybody who wants to understand that, I'll request we would want to do that offline and then on the webinar. And so we have the next 15 odd minutes with us to kind of pick up some important questions. And quickly, I would recap and create a summary on the opportunity frame. So NIFD is one of the leading design institutions, and primarily I would say South India, based out of Hyderabad. And they have been at the forefront of a lot of creative designing, which has been done in the last 11 odd years, ever since they have come into existence, which is 2012, when they started their business. And NIFD provides an integrated learning, and also they are fulfilling the employability skills through their various courses, which is a short duration course, which starts as short as, I would say, 3 months, and it also goes up to 1 year. And looking at the opportunity, there is an enormous demand today for creativity design to meet the industry demand, which currently is very big, right? If I talk about India alone, this is a very big opportunity. The demand and the numbers are growing every year. And India, being a very important market for multinational companies, it provides plenty of opportunities for graduates in this sector of designing. So they're a leading school, and there are 2 segments of courses. One is a diploma courses, which is a 3-month and a 6-month course, which the company offers. And they also offer degree courses. Now, their diploma courses are certified from Jawaharlal Nehru Technical Education and Skill Development, while all their degree courses are affiliated to UGC. So everybody who completes these degree courses gets a UGC recognized degree. They have made their curriculum very, very inclusive. And I heard Ramuji mention it starts at even 10th class. So it has courses even for students who want to come as early as after passing their 10th class and then 12th. And they also have courses for graduates, which is post-graduation. I also would like to, mention one thing, and because this requires a lot of practical learning. So NIFD is focusing on a lot of practical knowledge, and larger part of their content curriculum which they have designed is practical, and I think about 30-40% is theoretical, right? So practical content takes into consideration a lot of workshops which company does, a lot of field visits which they do, many market surveys which are done by them. And there are also projects which are given to students. These are seasonal projects which come in given to students, and participation in fashion shows, which gives them a lot of hands-on learning. At the same time, company also provides placement assistance. And I saw on one of the slides, typical placements can be done in jobs like that of a fashion designer. There are jobs in training, vocational training, costume designing for both, I would say, national, international schools. You can also take up a job as a stylist. You can also take up a job as a lifestyle journalist, even fabric coordinator, so to say. So the spectrum is very, very wide. Another important aspect of a business like this is this is a rollover business, which means a student who has taken admission, say, in first month, and if these are long courses, for example, 1 year is the course, then you would have the same student coming in the second quarter and the third quarter. So on the investment and the specifications of the business to get started, there's an area requirement of 4,000 square feet, which comes within an investment of approximately 35-40 odd lakhs. So Ramaji, my first question which I want to take, I'll come into specifics of this investment. While I think we did talk about the master franchise model that you presented, but I'd like to focus more on a unit model and typically what goes into that. But before that, if you want to give a little competitive landscape, because I did see some of our friends who have joined in, gave some names like Pearl Academy, and there are other institutions also. There are other companies and brands are also operating in the same industry. What would be 3 or 4 things that you think would kind of make you stand out? If we compare the competition which is around, so how would you kind of differentiate, and anything that you think is important for you to emphasize upon when you talk about the competition?
Madam, I'm happy to share with this key support from our side. So before we come into the market, we are actually in the 2012 we signed an agreement with one of our leading institution in India. So they had given just brand. So every struggle is done from our side, marketing, know the certification, because we were not aware of how to run this institution. We have struggled a lot. We have faced so many legal problems while running the institution because we were not aware of it. They said everything they'll take care of. For fine day, they had given only brand name. Apart from the brand name, nothing else they have provided to us. So we are the people who realized what actually the franchisee people expect a support from the brand. So that is the scenario we were planned to start before COVID. But unfortunately, due to the COVID, we did not launch it. So again, post-COVID also, there was an impact on the education system. So we decided to launch a franchisee concept in 2023. So now it's a wide scope for all the educationalists who wish to start up programs like a fashion, interior, graphic designing. These are the skill-based, trendy programs. Now, day to day, the formal education is going to be outdated to provide the employment opportunity. In this case, the larger scale of opportunities, especially into apparel industry. Very recently in South States, the government of India has announced an apparel park with 1,200 acres at Telangana state. It is now directly, indirectly 3 lakhs employment opportunities. So I really wish to share the information. Whoever is want to take up the franchise, it is not our intention to sell the franchise. It is our intention to spread the brand with the quality of education. Whoever exit with the NIFD, they must always be proud in the market compared with all other brands. I don't want to name and blame some brands in the market. They're only the intention to sell the brand. They're not in support of end-to-end support. When really franchisee owner gets us end-to-end support, they're easy to operate the institution. If really they're good at enough operating system, they don't need to take the franchise with the NIFD. So that is the main motto of the NIFD, madam.
That's helpful, Ramuji. Now I'll take my second question on the investment itself, and if you can explain the breakup of the investment of say 35 odd lakhs. And you mentioned an area requirement of 4,000 square feet of space. So
True,
typical
madam.
setup that is required for a 4,000 square feet, and I'm sure that kind of also translates to the the totaling of the entire investment that you want to put in the center. So maybe starting off with first and foremost, what these 35 lakhs is deployed into. And second is the kind of setup infrastructure that we require for a center, because I heard you mention that typically the other centers, they don't have a infrastructure, and sometimes, they cut corners to create a infrastructure that kind of helps to conduct the relevant and all courses in an experiential environment. Over to you.
Madam, coming to the model of franchising, so it is we have designed 3 levels. One is the category A, which is like a metropolitan cities like Hyderabad, Mumbai, and Bangalore. So there is required of up to 60 to 65 lakhs of investment. Whereas Hyderabad, the other cities like category B, we consider as their need of 45 lakhs of investment to have a well infrastructure, full-fledged institution. Then category C, so it starts from 35 lakhs. So whereas it is a smaller cities, so they can start this institution with 35 lakhs. Very good with very good practical facilities, then infrastructure and outfit. So the madam, coming to the second point, our program fee structure range from 85,000 to 1.2 lakh. When student is annual average is investing as 1 lakh rupee, student will get an expectation to have a full-fledged infrastructure. So as I said, some brands are giving the franchise in 2,000 square feet. Out of 2,200 to 300 square feet, it goes for only director room, some counseling room. Whereas lobby it goes 2,000 to 200 to 300. So oddly within 1,200 SFT, what kind of training takes place? I don't understand. That is the reason we expertise to be of our faculty and academic team. We sat together. We finalize what essential is mandated to a training part. So 4,000 square feet is minimum is required. If it is more than 4,000, it is good, well and good. But 4,000 is well sufficient to the student having a practical exposure, some video, audio visualized lab, coming to this presentation room and studio and classroom. All this takes place within 4,000 square feet, madam.
Okay, and how about the breakup, Ramuji? So this 35 lakhs, how much goes into the interior work? What is the franchise fees that we are charging?
And so we have a PPT also category B and C, madam. But if you permit me, I'll show you. Otherwise, orally, I'll just put across the discussion. Coming to the 35 lakhs, the brand fee goes to 10 lakhs, which includes the state and central affiliation, also taking the part of the franchisee fee only, madam. Coming to the second part, if it is an average 4,000 square feet, category B cities, average it is 16 to 20 rupees or 20 rupees. It goes to 1 lakh rupees of investment of what do you call that premises rent. Average 5 to 6 months advance to be deposited at the owner. That would be around 10 lakhs. The brand fee is 10 lakhs. Coming to the infrastructure, 8 to 10 lakhs, 30 lakhs. So 5 to 6 lakhs is the operational cost due and the beginning of 3 months, madam.
So apart from security, working capital is a separate component. There's a 10 lakh franchise fees which is required. About 10 lakhs is the investment towards our initial capex. Is that right, Ramoji? So about 10 lakhs is the capex, 10 lakhs is the franchise fees. And then we add some amount or investment towards equipment as well for the outlet, or that's included in 10 lakhs?
No, madam. 8 lakhs amount excluding of all other expenses, madam. This is exclusive for the infrastructure, madam.
And the equipment, etc., that is additional to this, and how much would that
be? They can start up within 8 lakhs.
Okay, so primarily there are two investments. So one is a franchise fees, which is 10 lakhs, and then you have a capex of 10 lakhs, which is 8 to 10, depending on the the area that we are in. So if I have to say in simple words,
Sometimes, madam, cities average 5 to 6 lakhs is going to be rental deposit. That case,
so that is the working, that's a security deposit that we take separate. And friends, we
True,
also
madam.
need the working capital, which so the initial capex,
for 3 months, working capital is required average of 4.5 lakhs, madam.
that you need to keep aside with you. And this is not an investment that goes to the company. So what goes to the company is a 10 lakhs of investment. And there's another 10 lakhs, which is the basic interior capex, which goes into
True,
setting
madam.
up the center.
True, madam.
About
That's right.
20 lakhs is your initial investment, and balance is your security deposit, depending on the location that you're in. And
Yes.
also working capital
Working
that every
capital.
company suggests to have for the initial 3 months time.
Yes, madam. Category C is initially is required of 20 lakhs enough to start up immediately. Madam.
So
Category B cities is required of 30 lakhs to start up.
And typically, 4,000 square feet, how many classrooms are there is a question which I have. And if you can
Madam,
also explain.
each batch size is 25 batch size, madam. Each classroom size would be 300 square feet, madam. So there would be three classrooms, so 900 square feet. So each lab size would be around 400 square feet, madam. There would be 3 labs, so that goes around 1200. 1200, that's 9, and 2200 is theory and practical classroom sessions, madam. Other than that, 5 to 600 is for presentation room, then counseling, director, urinal facility, common area, all this is takes place of 4,000 square feet. One computer lab.
All right. Now, understanding a little deeper on the unit economics, how is our fee structured for 3 months, 6 months, and 1 year courses? What is a typical batch size? And
madam, if you permit me, I'll share this, madam.
Sure. I think we can
Neha,
go through
madam,
that
do you
quickly.
have any financial fee structure with you, madam? Neha ji.
Hanji.
Neha ji, you have a fee structure with you?
Yes, I do have.
Please, madam.
Is this the one you're talking about, Mr. Yadav?
I could not see the screen, madam.
It's still building up, Neha.
Okay.
It's blank. No, it's not building up. Let me share it. I think I have it. Allow me to share it. Visible? Is that the one you're looking for, sir?
Yes, sir. This is, I think, category B. So, yes, sir. It's a model of category A. Yes. This is how we are going to split this investment of expenses, madam. Setup cost and infrastructure, all this. So go to the next slide, sir. Now I think it is done already. Go to the revenue resources. Yeah, this is actually the fee structure, madam. It is differs category A, category B, category C. I think it is category B we are presenting at screen. The programs for fashion designing, whereas the diploma in fashion designing which is a 10th class based program, which is a 12 months program. The program cost training fee would be 85,000, madam, other than the registration and the examination fee. Whereas advanced diploma per year we charge for 95,000, madam. Whereas PG diploma is 95,000. Certificate course in 6 months is 36,000. Certificate course in fashion design for 3 months, 18,000. The batch size would be around 25 people.
So you've taken
Whereas
25
interior
in all
also
the
still there.
programs.
Madam?
We have taken 25 in all the programs.
Yes, madam.
That's the average size.
So next slide you can show, madam, year by year growth rate. Next, just come down, sir. The same slide, sir. Same slide. Same slide. Just come down, sir. Yes, here you can show the year by year growth rate, madam. Average, we in the first financial year we have taken only batch size out of 25. Average is 60% of utilization of batch size, madam. It would be around 180 strength of this. If it is average, if you go for and a minimum size of the batch size, worst case, it would be 180 students. The second year it would be 70%, 225 students. Third year it would be 255. Let us go for 180 students revenue, sir. Go to the next little down, sir. Still, the fee structure, revenue sharing, all this. Still, sir, still. It would be around 1 point. Yes, sir. Please be hold it for this area, sir. Here you can find, madam, 1.14 CR in the first 65% of utilization of first financial year, madam. Sir, little go down, sir, if you don't mind. Then examination fees, all this. Whereas the revenue from the studio retail shop also we can get 9 to 10 lakhs per annum, madam. So all put together here you can find 1.2 CR per annual revenue. Then second year you can find 1.6 CR. Third year we can find 1.9 CR. The fourth year you can find 1.3 CR. Fifth year you can find 1.5 CR. This is the financial snapshot based on our experience. We have done this, madam.
Okay, so Ramaji, I have a question here because every year we are increasing our revenue. So are we also looking at higher number of students proportionately? Because this
Come
revenue
again,
will
ma'am.
come from number of students. So if we are taking an average of 25 students, are we increasing the fee? That
We are not
reflects in the-
increasing the fee, madam, because the
increasing the
first
number of
year
students.
it takes to understand where the institution is located and whatever the existing batch is. If it is happy, obviously the second year it takes place to increasing of strength, madam. We are not increasing the fee structure, madam. It is increasing the strength. Of course, we increase the fee structure, but it is not being mentioned in this, madam.
Okay, so to start off with, we're looking at an average batch size of 25, right? So it goes up to what number? So if you're increasing that progressively every year, what is the optimum number of batch size of students ideally one should have in a class?
Up to 280 students, madam. 300 students they can accommodate in this
Every year.
fourth year. Yes, madam.
Okay. And first year is at what number?
180 students, madam.
Okay, so what we're saying is we would progress from 180 year on year and go up to about 300 students by the end of.
True, madam. That is the reason first financial year we have done average was size of batch is 65%. That means utilization of strength batch size.
Okay. Helpful. And Ramucha, would you want to give maybe relate to your own current center? You know, how many students do we have? Because I understand, well, that's a very mature center you've been running for quite some time. But what is the trend that you saw in your own center in terms of, you know, reaching that optimum level of 300 odd students? It might be more in your case, but we might have taken a smaller number. But you want to maybe give an example?
So, madam, there are some programs. We have 2 batches each program, madam. Diploma in fashion designing, we have 54 students at present at our institution. Whereas Nallakunta, that means we made it as 2 batches.
Okay.
So morning batch start from 9 to 1, afternoon batch from 2 to 5 p.m.
So on an average, how many
in
number
a
of
single
students?
program, we have a batch A and B, madam.
Okay, so for a single program, because depending on the number of students you have for a program,
True,
a franchise partner can take multiple batches at different times.
True,
So
madam.
all
There is
these
no
courses,
intake limit, madam, for the affiliation also. From the
Okay.
government side, will take care of the responsibility. There is no intake limit, madam. This is an average batch size, and first financial year we want to project in this 65% of utilization, madam.
okay, that's helpful.
Because we don't want to we make them impressive with a huge expectation in a way of information, madam. It is done with our experience.
That's helpful. Friends, I'll request all of you, if there's anything which has not been covered, and Saras, if you want to check any questions that we might want to take up. I think there's one question which I like to take up is on the staff support, and especially faculty is very, very important. Are we supporting our franchise partners with respect to recruitment of staff as well? And Ramaji, I understand these centers would also have some kind of guest lectures which might be imparted by you and maybe centrally through online platform. Is that something which is already integrated in these curriculums?
We have two mode of training programs, madam. One is a live programs, which is an offline program, and at present we have not started in our online programs. So the second program is called IIEP, madam, Industry Integration Education Program. Whereas coming to the example of fashion in interior, there are some practiced fashion designers are available in the market. There are some practiced interior designers available in the market. When they're trying to expand their career opportunity, or when they're trying to expand their business, lack of their qualification, lack of the uncertified people, they're unable to grow their career. So they have an opportunity, it's called IIEP. So while working, they can join with us. And end of the program, we conduct 45 workshops by field professionals, and they get a chance to get certified, madam.
Okay. Great. Saras, if you want to pick up anything, Neha, agar aap kuch pick karna chahte ho, any questions that you think might have not been picked by us, if you want to take any.
I have a question, Mr. Yadav. You did mention initially that you are into skill development programs also. So, and it is affiliated from government. So in case you're providing the courses which are covered into skill development programs, the fee structure gets changed as per government rules.
Madam, sorry for interrupting, madam. Whereas NIFDs offer two model programs, as I said, one is a regular program, second is IIEP model. These two are paid models, madam. Whereas the sponsored program by the Skill India, that depend on the government policies. So sometimes taking the sponsored program, it's killing the paid programs. So when we don't get a standard batch size, then we support our franchises by Skill India programs.
Okay.
When they don't get a proper paid batch size, so we wish them to support in a sponsor programs. When the sponsor programs runs in the same premises, it kills the paid programs.
So it differs project to project and case to case.
True, madam.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Neha. Thank you, ma'am. I think we have covered all the questions. And friends, that was exactly National Institute of Fashion Design. We understand that this industry is going at a very fast pace. And of course, not only fashion designers, but good job opportunities for bloggers, even for retailers, to studio managers, and even fashion journalists could be a part where you can pick up your career. Immense opportunities with immense earnings that we can have. So friends, do write us on our email address, which is feedback@franchiseindia.in, or call us on our hotline number, which is 97176-83838, 97176-83838. And tomorrow we're going to introduce you a great premium brand, which is coming from the house of furnishing, which will be there for you. So do join us tomorrow. And the registrations can be done directly by calling us on the same number. I repeat it, it's 97176-83838. With that, I would also request you, if you need some special information, one-on-one information, you can even get in touch with the specialist of franchising, Ms. Sonia Chaudhary and Mr. Gaurav Maurya, on their LinkedIn handles. With that, I would like to thank you all and invite you for tomorrow to learn a great business opportunity. Thank you all. Have the best evening of your life. Bye-bye. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Thank you, friends.